Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I am the motivated Miss Stitcher, also known as Kate, and this is my Flosstube channel. I would like to welcome you, all the new subscribers, all the old viewers. You're all welcome and all appreciated. My channel has been growing quite slowly compared to others. But I still love to share, and I realize that as someone with a disability, my speech can be a little off-putting, as well as I have some limitations in terms of what I can, how I can show things. Just, you know, most people can hold things up with two hands. I'm not one of those people, unfortunately, and for you to stick with me in spite of that is great motivation, and it's great to see acceptance within the Flosstube community on a greater scale on that level. So let's get into life, I guess. Usually I would leave this until later, but as most Flosstubers do, but I had a busy August, and I think it's worth letting everyone know what happened. So at the beginning of the month, I broke it off with my boyfriend. It is not something I really wanted to do, and I'm heartbroken that I had to do it. However, you know, when people start to stagnate, it can make relationships very difficult. And he did not want to seek counseling, among other things, and it just got to a point where I couldn't do it anymore. So that happened, and I've been bawling my eyes out for the better part of August. In addition to that, I did volunteer at my local Fringe festival. I love Fringe theater, and I volunteer there and essentially live there for 11 days in August. I wouldn't have it any other way, but both events in my life really gave my stitching a hit, as much as it did help me through things as well. So now that I've admitted the bad stuff, let's get on with the good stuff, i.e. the stitching. So I have no finishes this month, in terms of like not fully finished, like stitching that is completed. I had 3 goals for August. I have completed so far 2 of them. The one that I haven't completed yet, and I'll just get it over with, is Fairy Transcendence. There you can see her in her mock-up, I guess. I did not use the called for fabric. I am using a 28 count, I believe it's called Harvest Moon, although I can't remember what dyer it was from. But here she is. I'm currently working on her wings at the top there. If I get her done, she will be all completed except a little bit at the bottom there. And the little bit at the bottom, I don't think I'm going to wait to complete next year, which was my initial plan. Victoria Gable from Virtual Stitches has put up a Bella Filipina, which Fairy Transcendence is from, a start any Bella Filipino. And I think, in fact, what I'm going to do is, for that, I'm just going to finish off that little bit, because it's not even half a page of stitching. And to get something done and off my plate for next year is going to be awesome in my mind. So that is the first project that I had on my docket. The next one is the stitch along from Modern Folk Embroidery for 2022. This one's a big one, so I'm gonna have to try my best to show you guys. So we're at now 2/3 of the way through. I did this project monochromatic with, I can't see what I'm showing you, but monochromatic DMC 3853. My apologies. DMC 3853 on dark sugar plum 32 count fabric by Mystic Fabrics. I love the combination. I think this is going to be fabulous, and I also customized it for my Oma's and her twin sister's name, and they're gone now. They were twins, so I'm kind of taking this sort of as maybe a burst sampler kind of deal. If there is room in the pattern to put their date of birth. If not, I will just have their names and it will be awesome nonetheless. So that's that. Unfortunately, of course, being a mystery stitch along from Modern Folk Embroidery, there is no pattern for me to show you. The final pick for my Whip Go was this month was Snow Maiden. Now she is going to be retired for this year. I'm gonna pick her up again in the new year eventually, whenever Whip Go my 2 Whip Go entries get called. Let me see. Yes. So this is a little smaller, so it's a little easier to show here. I just did this side. It's sort of, I did half, and then half, I think in May, and then half was it was completed this month. This has been done on, I'm using all the called for threads. I'm not using the called for fabric. This is a opalescent wisteria from Mystic Fabrics. I have a subscription, a Fabric of the Month Club subscription to her. And honestly, I love the fabrics. I wish she would be a little bit more adventurous in what she sends everyone for the monthly fabric, because I love the dark sugar plum that I got for Modern Folk Embroidery Sal. So that's essentially what my whips for this month were. Moving on to haul, I received two items. One, as my fabric subscription. This is Clarify by Mystic Fabrics. I got an opalescent piece. I actually, having worked with, and it's I guess a butterscotch kind of yellow. I do think I have a use for this one. I think I'm going to use it for my Spring Quaker from Leela Studios. I have that one waiting in the wings to get started, and it's one of the ones I intend to start at the end of the year for New Year's Eve, assuming I get a blackout on my Whip Go. for this year. I think, a little bit behind. I'm not sure, but you know, on that front. But we'll see. Hopefully, I can get everything I want to done on there, and have a lot of fun doing it. I also, in a rush to sort of get over my boyfriend, I did some shopping, and that meant a project bag. And I got this from an outfit in Calgary, but I can't remember what, where it was from. Oh, her tag, Little Boat 88, and she's run out of Calgary, and this is sort of it has purples, teals, and it's skeletons dressed up fancy for a ball, essentially. And I struggle. I want more project bags, but I struggle with the types of fabrics that are typically used. I don't know, they just seem very childish. I guess I am a child of a particular age where the use of homemade clothing and that sort of thing went out of fashion very quickly, and as a result, I'm a little hesitant to buy anything with those sorts of fabrics involved. It's weird, I know, but you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. So yeah, fabric, and then the project bag, and that was about it. Plans for this month. So it's the 26th of August today, which means the numbers for WhipGo have not been called. I do kind of have my preferences to what might be called, and for that I really want, and I cannot say this enough, I'm really hoping that Alien gets called. This is a project I actually started for my now ex-boyfriend, and given the fact that I've already started it, I am going to continue it. He seems keen on having it in his for himself, and essentially it is just a basically, if you know the movie Alien, this is the Xenomorph holding, what is it, Mr. Jones, Mr. Jones the cat, which what's the word? The crew that's involved in that, I'm just gonna get the photo. I forgot to bring this out, but sorry. There she is. That's Xenomorph, otherwise known as Alien. And then it's from a pattern from Charting Creations. Probably the only ever full coverage I will do, and that's what I've gotten done so far. Now I have 3 entries on my WhipGo to complete this, and I'm kind of wanting to get 2 of them done. I'm sort of sitting at like 1.5 right now, odd, so I can easily get 2 completes, hopefully. The sooner the better. I kind of don't want to be working on this over Christmas. It's a little, what's the word? Kind of dark, I guess, and I'd rather just kind of get it done and retire it for a couple months until, you know, and get it done in September, what I need to do in September and October, and then get it, revisit it in the new year. I have another, I'm gonna keep 4 entries for this on my Whip Go every year until it is done, or until it's done a point where I can't fit, I don't have 4 to put on there anymore. Either way, so that's her. I'm kind of really, as I say, really hoping. So that's one plan, if I can call it that, a hopeful plan. Of course, with the Mystery Cell for Modern Folk Embroidery, I will be continuing on with that for sure. There'll be a September release on September 1st, and also on September 1st, there is going to be a new cell I'm starting, and that is the Queen of the Earth cell by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I got all the threads, called for threads, and I have chosen not to use the call for fabric, but I will be using the October 2021 Mystic Fabric of the Month, which was a 32 count Belfast linen. And it's called Hello Beautiful, and honestly, this is not on the website, but it is basically a combination of the 2 fabrics that Under the Sea Fabrics made for people to choose from for this cell. The first was Nightshade, and that was of kind of a variegated green, and then the other one was Great Oak, I think was the name of it, and it was a variegated beige brown kind of fabric. Neither I was particularly keen on. This one has the beiges, the greens, and also has some baby pink and baby blue in it. So I'm kind of, I thought it would be a good fit, and honestly I have also been really hurting to try to figure out what to do with this, and basically this fabric is the perfect size for this, so I don't have to do any cutting, any serging, anything like that, so we're using it. So those are my plans. Whatever 2 Whip Go numbers get called, I will work on those. And then 2 cells being the Modern Folk Embroidery 2022 cell and the Dark Queen of the Earth cell. I think for now that I have 2 project bags, what I'm going to do is put my cells in one, my Whip Goes in the other, and then as I randomly pick each day to what I work on out of the 4 projects, I will just take one or the other bag with me depending on which one is called. So I'm fine. The good thing about buying that project bag is that I do not need to hold on to, I do not need to carry everything with me all the time, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I hope everyone is doing okay. I've of course had my challenges this month. Next month's going to be another challenge because my ex-boyfriend is moving out at the end of August, even though I gave him until the end of October. This means that I suddenly have to cook for myself again after nearly a year of not having to do it, which was a total blessing, I cannot lie. And then of course it will be really quiet without his daughter around. and I'm expecting to not know what to do with myself. It's going to be rough. So with that, if you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you want notifications of when I post, which is really only once a month, please hit that notification bell. And whatever is happening in your life now, just take an hour out of your day to sit down, stitch, and relax. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.